food in my system. You know what I'm saying, for the day. A few things to talk about from what I've seen on the news. You know, they done. We'll let a little bit of people come into the chat real quick. Hold on, let me put my poll up. Start my poll. Put my cash up in there. Y'all never donate in the afternoons. Y'all getting lunch too. Y'all gonna do it today. Facts. Yes and yes. Start poll. Facts. I made it public. I don't know where some people come in before you start talking about some stuff. But y'all catching on the playback. I seen Kevin Durant going to Houston. They got rid of Dylan Brooks though. Since that MG Nuke, since that 77 John. Appreciate y'all, man. That's some real loyal, bro. I appreciate that. Joey, what's the deal? They got rid of Dylan Brooks though, so Kevin Durant going to Houston. I want to talk about Kevin Durant's career because it seemed like he don't really make teams better. Like on his own, he really one of the best scorers of all time. One of the best players that ever played the game of all time. I think him going to Golden State just damaged his career. Like nobody gives Kevin Durant's a champion, but nobody gives him. And matter of fact, nobody would talk about him like they used to. You know, but who knows, man? I think he's going to go down one of the greatest. Bro, I've been here for like 4 to 5 years ever since you were doing your cloning videos. I'm still doing cloning videos. Shouts out to NFG Nuke. We don't do clone videos, man. Shouts out to clones. Oh, let me go to the. Here's what we're talking about, the Kevin Durant thing. 15. They got rid of Dylan Brooks and somebody else, but he's going to Houston. That's actually going to be a good look. I want to see how that look for their little script. I want to see how they're going to write the script out for him. I wonder if the script writers of the NBA are going to give Kevin Durant a chance to revamp his name so he can be the guy again. Cause he pretty much is over with. Nobody care for Kevin. Nobody care about no Kevin. Kevin Durant is done for. This is something that's been going viral. Let me hide my face. So this mask stuff here, well, you seen the mask. I wish I'd have got the Joe Biden mask. I forgot to grab it. But similar to how Joe Biden was, where it looks like the person's talking, but it's a mask on. I wonder how often do we see this on TV on a natural day-to-day basis? How often do we see somebody who's in our face, a politician or somebody, wearing a mask? I wonder how often that happens. You know, what's y'all opinion? What y'all think about that? Because this right here is clear as day that this is a mask. Clear as day. Clear as day. Giblet neck, I got a question. Why do you think Hollywood always exposing black people? They expose white people too, but it doesn't stick. The only ones that really stuck was Jeffrey Epstein didn't stick. And it's because, I can answer that question. The reason why black people get exposed is because black people are attention seekers naturally. We're naturally loud. We're naturally more attention grabbing than a white person. Our dancing, our loudness, our loud music. You can play country music up to the volume to the max. It won't be that much sound because ain't no bass in it. You play some black music from blues, it's going to be loud because of bass. So we just attract more when you expose a black person. Think about Lil Nas X, for example. Lil Nas X, straight demonic entity, you know. So you had to do like Sam Smith. Let me see if I can find the Sam Smith photos and the Lil Nas X photos. So Sam Smith, he had a situation where he was on live, was on a show, and he was in all red, and he was acting crazy. But nobody said it. It probably made the news one day. Lil Nas X do it. Oh, it's all over the world. All over the world. It's just black. And then you got to look. There's also black hate. So we hate each other as well. So we hate each other. We hate each other to the max. And then we're going to talk about each other. White people are not about to down their brethren. They're not about to down their next compadre. Do you think a white person is going to come out and speak bad against one of their own? They're not about to do that. They're not about to do that. They won't speak bad against them. So that's why it's more easier to expose black, because we're going to speak out against our own. So that's why they're always showing us. And that's why it seems to hit more, it seems to hit harder with home when we do it, because blacks hate each other for one, and two, no, the whites not gonna come out and say nothing about each other. Dang, I ain't got Lil Nas X photo nowhere. I thought I had it in this photo book. So I got plenty of other photos of these devil worshipers. You know, we got plenty of them. You know, got they all over my little feed. But yeah, that's one of the main reasons why Look Like a Mask. Yeah, we got plenty of them. They always devil worshiping. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could find that Sam Smith one and Lil Nas X. But yeah, these celebrities are always gonna sell out, man. Always. You know. Dang, what is this? Ah, man. I can't play this. This is going to get me demonetized. You know. When y'all see this stuff right here, y'all see this, just know what it means, man. They really washing in that. You know what I'm saying? They really washing in that when you see that. His mask is glued on. Well, yeah, we got politicians wearing masks. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Durant getting traded to them. We need to talk about this as well. The rise of women sleeping with underage young men. They are doing adult bedroom activities with those guys. We need to talk about that, because I see this happen a lot more. And why did this not happen to me when I was 14 and when I was 15? You know? And these women all be a decent looking. It's rare I see the creepy librarian taking advantage of young boys. It's always an attractive woman. Why didn't my English teacher do me like this? That's on my only issue. Why are y'all doing it now? When I was in school, man, the women were so grown. When I had a lot of black teachers, they were so grown. They probably, you had to be like 80 years old to date them. You had to be an old man to date them. You had to pay their bills and stuff. Like, these white teachers are wilding. Now, granted, it always has been an issue with these teachers or women in general preying on little boys. Like I said, people don't care about men. Nobody care about men getting their cheeks taken, none of that, and these boys getting assaulted. It's wrong for little boys to get assaulted. You know, now granted, a 14-year-old boy, a teacher like this, I banged this teacher at 14. I ain't gonna lie to you. 14 years old, she's getting that word. And I'm going to be ready. You know what I'm saying? This is something I dream for. You know what I'm saying? But it's still wrong at the end of the day. You're making these young boys hypersexual addicts. You're gonna make these young boys traumatized. And guess what? If these are white boys she's going at, white boys can't handle trauma like black boys can. That's why when the powers that be chose who's going to be poor, they chose it to be blacks. Because when white people are poor and they don't, white people poor don't function well. They usually have a lot of disease. They get on drugs and they crash out. They don't become successful too often. It happens, but not too often. So if this teacher right here, like I said, she looks decent. If she's banging 14-year-old boys, 13-year-old boys, they probably went home and cried about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, Dad, I got my dick sucked today at school. Boy, what you got? What? Man, I ain't got nothing today at work. Now, I ain't gonna lie. If a teacher did my son like that, I'm beating the brakes off him. Because my son is a complete young man. He's not into that type of stuff. He's innocent. Like, you got angels, people who are born demons and people who are born angels. My son is a born angel. He's no devil at all. He has zero devil in him. Zero devil. He doesn't do anything malicious. He doesn't do anything with bad intent. I think the worst thing he do is probably curse. That's about it. But he's a kid. You know what I'm saying? If a teacher did my son like that, I got to beat the brakes off of him. Because I know he's not that type of boy. You really preyed on him. He wasn't even with the shenanigans. You really preyed on him. So if she's a teacher and she's preying on young boys, that's wrong. But me, 14 years old, I want it. Hey, where Miss Fitzgerald, Miss Branch, Miss Sanderson, Miss Simmons, Miss Floyd, y'all could have took this. Where was the essay at when I was in 7th and 8th grade, 9th grade? Man, from the time from 6th grade to my senior year, it was up for any good-looking teacher. Where was this at? For me. But I was with the shenanigans. Like I said, I was a bad kid. Thank God neither one of my kids have it. But this is an ongoing situation that is getting greater and is not getting as much. Like, I guarantee these women are getting less time than the men who touch little girls. And I think men to little girls is way worse. Way, way worse. Because, you know what I'm saying, you actually doing damage. You know, I think with little boys, man, it's all pleasure. You know what I'm saying? You getting some dome. You know what I'm saying? She gonna ride that thing. You know what I'm saying? It's all pretty much all pleasure, man. You know what I mean? With a little girl, like it's way worse. Penetration and all that stuff is way worse. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, a crime's a crime, and these people need to go to jail for their crimes. And this is 100% wrong. But we need to talk about this because it needs to have more light to it. Younger women are starting to teach middle school and high school. Now it's starting to trend. You gonna beat the brakes off a woman teacher? Heck, I'm gonna punch a woman. What? If a lady preyed on I know my son does not watch adult films. I know that for a fact. He thinks it's gross. He's innocent. My son is a born angel. You got angels and demons. Start realizing who's an angel, who's a demon around you. Start realizing who's somebody who's just good at heart. They're never going to do wrong. There's way more demons out there. Way more. Start realizing about yourself what you are. But my son is innocent. And if a woman preyed on him, like, for anybody to do a sexual act on him, I know they engaged it. Like me, if a teacher unzip my pants, I'm going to help her out. Like, here you go. I was with the shenanigans. I was bad. I prayed for this day. I remember being 14. I remember one time my teacher just touched my shoulder. And I was like, please take me to the back. Please. Like, Miss Branch was so sexy. Oh, my God. But, yeah, I punch a female teacher. She touched my son. It's up. Free that woman. She did nothing wrong. That boy 14, she was sending him news. So who he snitched to? He probably told one of his homeboys and they were hating. Talking about, I like Miss whatever her name. What's his lady name? I don't know this lady name, but he probably snitched. And then word got out to the parents and dad was like, what? Like I said, man, if I had a son who was sexually, like, imagine, we was 14 sexually active when I was growing up. So if I had a son 14 sexually active and he was with a 22-year-old girl, I would still think she was nasty as I don't know what. But as a dad, and I know my son already out here sexually active, I gotta buy him condoms. I'm gonna think the girl nasty as I don't know what. But I ain't gonna lie, I'll probably turn the other cheek. I sound wrong as hell, man, but my son 14, an athlete, and he getting some dome from a woman, and she giving him money, buying him clothes. I'm gonna think she wild as hell, but I probably, like I said, I ain't gonna. Now, if it's a 20-year-old man, my 14-year-old daughter, he getting a break speed off of him and probably murdered. But now, if I'm like 38, that's weird, my 14-year-old son. Or 15, but he about to be 15 years old in high school. He probably got some game. Then when he turns 16, and say my son's 16, he get a job, and the girl at work want to dome him off. And I find out about it. I ain't about to be like, dang, son, you got some head, but you getting head? Let me go in there, man. Am I wrong? I need to know. This is a crazy topic, man. Fellas, in the chat, your son, 16 years old, he working at McDonald's. There's a 24-year-old girl there who think he look good and want to dome him off. One day, he leave out the car, his phone open, and you see the girl was like, hey, I love swallowing your nut last night. You see the message. And you see the girl at the job, she's straight looking, and you drop your son off at work. I ain't gonna lie, y'all turning the other cheek, man. I'm turning the other cheek, man. My son will get some neck, bro. You mean, ain't nothing wrong getting your dick sucked, son. I ain't about to say nothing wrong with that, man. Like, go ahead. Like, I'm turning the cheek, bro. Like, now if he like 11, yeah, I'm gonna be there. 12, I'm there. 13, and she 18, he don't need to be having sex anyway. He too young. I'm gonna have to get involved with that. But 16, I ain't getting involved. I'm turning the other cheek. I might be a terrible parent, man. This is terrible to say on the internet, man. I'm gone, man. I'm fried after this. I'm fried. I had to find a white teacher in middle school. She brought her back, her big black buff boyfriend to meet us. Yeah, somebody definitely hating. Yeah, man. I'm fried after this, man. Just know I'm canceled, bro. Just know, like I look at my son at 13, but he's a good kid. When he turned like 14, 15, getting on up there. But I was 16 busing in school. 15, 16, busing in school. I'm talking about full-blown busing at 15 years old. No, I was 16. 16 years old. Full-blown piping down. I was ready to pipe down at 15. All ready to pipe down at 15. So, and guess what? Miss Burgos could have got it. Man, there's so many teachers that could have got this work. And I wouldn't have told a soul. I'd have been happy. I think it just be haters. When little boys get caught up like this, like I said, man, she wrong. At the end of the day, she nasty. There's a lot of grown men out there. She clearly got a problem with young boys. Clearly. He ain't even into his man body yet. Clearly. She's just clearly a predator, just a weirdo. You know what I'm saying? But some women are into molesting children. I had my homeboy. We talked about how we got molested as kids. And it was females, and he was 5 years old, and a woman used to pull him to the side and let him play with her breast. He said she used to pull her breast out and make him play with him. And now he's a sex addict. I'm a sex addict. You know, it creates problems at 5. Like, them women who was touching us at 5 was wild. Wild. 6 years old was wild. But if I was 15, I'm already beating off. Well, this is a personal conversation. This conversation. Let's change the context. All right, let's moving on. All right, we moving on, man. We changed the context. We up here. Hit the like button. 52 people in the chat. 15 on the comments. 52 people in the watching. 15 likes. Hit the like button. Also hit the Cash App. It's in the poll. All of y'all agreed to yes and yes. So hit the Cash App, support and donate, show support to the channel. This is how we keep the channel up and running. This is how we keep it moving. This is a small channel, so please send all your support to the Cash App DMTV26. Let's keep the world going. We also take PayPal as well. I think it's just Dwayne McClain. I got to put my PayPal link up. Whatever you have, send it to us. Let's keep the channel rolling, keep it flowing, so we keep these lives coming up every day. All right? So, this right here is something I found. Basement of the Pentagon, the Bermuda Triangle, basement of the Vatican, Antarctica, the Skywalker Ranch, Wright Porter Air Force Base, Fort Knox, and they say you can find out the truth of just one. Or how can you? It's pretty much hard to find out the truth in all these places, right? Look this stuff up. These are some of the top, most secretive places. I want to know, what are they keeping the secret so much of? Is it extraterrestrial? Is it spiritual? Is it knowledge? I think we as humans are actually more powerful than what we're taught. I think we can actually do the Hadouken. I think we can actually do that. I don't think humans shooting out energy beams out their hand is just an idea. I do think that it's out there. There's an element I've been learning about called the ether, AETHER, and it was a free energy. And somehow I gotta read more on it. It's a brand new piece of conspiracy that I'm learning about. You know, the ether, however you go about it. And it was a form of energy we used to have back in the day. And I think back in the day, it was a more supernatural way how it was played in biblical terms. Like there was dragons and people falling out and making the blind see and all. I think more of that stuff happened back in the day. I think they keep a lot of that stuff hidden from us. That could be one thing. What are they hiding from us so much? Is it extraterrestrials? Is it aliens? What is it? What is it that they are saying, hey, we must keep this a secret from them? And I think it's our human past of where we come from. They dumbed us down to the point to where they chemtrailing us every day. They put stuff in our water. We don't get the right knowledge. We're just taught minuscule stuff, and we spent most of our day working instead of educating ourselves and making ourselves the best person we can all be. So that's what I think was going on to the fullest of what they're hiding. You know what I'm saying? What else we was looking at? So where is it? I got the one on the Disney person. This guy. So this is a guy who was at Disney. So I'm doing this video for my boy who sent me a donation, and they wanted me to do a video on Drake Bell, right? And while I was doing a video on Drake Bell, I noticed I found a photo of him with his hand broken, right? So I do believe that these guys are doing some type of broken arm ritual, if you ask me. If you ask me, I think they are doing one where there's some type of broken arm ritual or something, where they had to break their arm. Diddy arm was broke. Drake Bell arm was broke. Then Drake Bell, you see him, checkerboard print pattern. I'm working on this right here for my boy. I should have it out in a few days. But while working on this video, Drake Bell got charged in a situation to where he was supposedly grooming a 16-year-old, a 12-year-old girl. Speaking to a girl who was 12, and he groomed her till she was 15, and he started sending explicit photos to her. He said he didn't know her age. Boss man, that's crazy. You're texting somebody, and you don't say, hold up, so how old are you? Make sure I'm protecting myself. I do that out the gate. Out the gate. How old are you? Okay, I'm all right, cool. You're 19, 20. All right. I think Drake at the time was 35, 33, was in his 30s. Even when you're in your 30s, it's weird to me when I see you guys talk to teenagers. It's so weird. You're in your 30s. 30s and 40s is the best age to get laid at because you can hit girls who are 25 and up, and you can hit those hot MILFs. So you're 40 years old, right? You banking women that's 45 to 62. Those women still look good. Those are women who age like fine wine. Imagine busting them down. Now you also hitting 25 and up. If you're in your mid-30s, early 30s, why are you talking to a 19-year-old? So Drake Bell was talking to a girl who was 12, and they got sent pictures, and he pled guilty. He said he pled guilty because he got tired of finances. He just had a child. Whatever, dude. However, while I was reading about this, I found so many other celebrities that got caught up with child stuff. We have a bunch of people at Disney, people on a Disney cruise, executives, all that. I can't really see it right here because of how it's zoomed in. But when y'all do the breakdown, you will most definitely see it. That lots and lots of guys who are in this realm of children, Nickelodeon, all that type of stuff, have these charges of them violating underage people. You know what I'm saying? And it's all throughout Disney. Disney is probably one of the biggest culprits of these type of crimes. A lot of guys on TV was like this as well. A lot of YouTubers like this as well. A lot of people, you gotta watch out for people who are grown, and for some reason, they still want to be around a bunch of kids all the time. Also, I'll be looking at, I see a female teacher not as bad, but I see a male teacher, like a male kindergarten teacher, weird. Males need to only teach high school and up. College, really. We only need female teachers from then. I don't think I ever had I had male teachers in middle school, but we do need that masculinity in the middle school or in the 13 to 14, like male gym teachers and all that. And on the football team and all that. Even though the male teachers at school was talking to the 15-year-old girls. We had one coach who stayed talking to young girls, was wilding. However, I do think these companies, Disney, Nickelodeon, that specialize with children, always got something going on to where they like children. It's weird. And I do believe that the people, the powers that be, know that they got to keep this a secret, so they work hard to afford it, to keep it a secret. Hey, I want to do this with underage people. Let me work hard. Really hard. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I was looking up on Drake Bell. I found a lot of weird stuff. I'm like, okay. And look at this. In heels, makeup with panda eyes. Yeah, Drake Bell most definitely got down, man. Fishnets, heels, lipstick, yeah. Humiliation. He got these charges, and he didn't have to register as an offender. He didn't have to register. He pretty much got away with it. You know what I'm saying? Look at him on the casting couch. You know what I'm saying? It gets wild. Now, I was trying to look up on Freddie Gibs, and, it never fails. I see that checkerboard print pattern. I don't even understand the hype behind Freddie Gibbs. I don't like him. I never listened to him. Somebody said he gave up his hairline for fame. He sacrificed his hairline. But, that's here nor there. But I never really rock with no Freddie Gibbs, man. I do know he do a lot of rabbit symbolism. I don't remember what the rabbit stands for. He RuPaul for real. My coach, football coach, got fired for smashing one of the cheerleaders. Dang, that's wild. I seen the video of Keith Lee being zesty as heck. I haven't seen that either. Just telling the strap up, I don't want him 18 years old with kids. Shout out to my boy, Captain. I can't say your name, man, but shout out to Captain in the building. Yeah, Freddie Gibbs does a lot of rabbit symbolism. He's on the checkerboard pattern again. Bald head. Man got a baldy for real. Like, this man's a bald head dude, man. Like, this dude is the face of bald head. Look, why is Bobby Smurda with Jay-Z? Can somebody ask me what was the hype with Bobby Smurda? Bobby Smurda got out of jail squeezing it. Squeezing it, peeling it, licking it, busting it down. When he went to, y'all don't remember this video, but when he went to Epic Records, I always thought when Bobby Smurda went viral, Mitch caught a body like a week ago, he turned his back and started dancing in a zesty way. And I never liked that dance, and I hated that he turned his back and did it. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember seeing that part and turning it, because I don't know, a man back turn is not something I like to see. You know what I'm saying? Whenever I see that, you know, a dude shaking his hips with his back turned, I turn the channel. That's not something I want to see. I don't like seeing men doing anything zesty. You know what I'm saying? But I always thought Bobby Smurda was zesty. Seeing him get out of jail and be around the stuff he's in is not surprising me at all. Bobby Smurda is most definitely a zest monster. Why is he with Jay-Z? I have no idea why he's with Jay-Z at all. You know what I'm saying? And he's trash. He sucks. He sucks. Bobby Smurda is not nice. Vow of silence. Look, Jay-Z all over that. Look at Jay-Z hands. Devil horns. It's a club. Devil horns, mouth covering. It's a club, man. I'm not talking a turkey sandwich. I'm not talking, you know what I'm saying, rotisserie chicken club. Subway. This is a club these people are a part of. One big one, you know? But yeah, Freddie Gibbs had some type of infatuation with rabbits. I forgot, like going down the rabbit hole. He had a song that said, I pricked my son's finger, now he initiated. Who got a song called that? I gotta look that up. Because that's what I need to really get him out of here. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I ain't got Freddie Gibbs. I ain't got too much. I got the rabbit, devil horns, this weird gimp suit. I ain't got too much to really get Freddie Gibbs out of here. You know what I'm saying? He bald head is pretty much all I got. You know what I'm saying? Do Masonic points. That's one of their brotherhood signs. But I don't really have too much to really get him out of here. Like, from like, yeah, Freddie Gibbs gone. He also had this put on his YouTube page, Devil's Direct. It was on his YouTube page. It had Slink Johnson in it playing the devil, you know? Had him doing that. And it's on Freddie Gibbs' page on YouTube, you know? But like I said, he has an infatuation with rabbits. This picture has a rabbit in it. But like I said, this portrait doesn't really do any justice. I got quite some good photos from the last few days as far as exposing all these people. Let's see if I can go down to the very, very bottom of my list. Where we at? Okay, I got a long way to go. Where we at? I forgot I did the Batman Kevo breakdown. Batman Wayno. Dang, who is this? Oh, who is this dude? Who is this? Y'all know who this dude is? He talking about Illuminati stuff in his music? I gotta look it up. Send me the songs, Baby Kia. Well, look what I got Baby Kia doing. Bam, y'all ain't know he did that, did you? Yeah, you ain't know that happened, did you? Y'all didn't know that. That boy washed in it. Y'all didn't know that. Got these young boys out here crashing out. He washing that in that GB. He washing that GB. Yeah, man. Oh, yeah, this is what I was talking about earlier. This is Sam Smith. If a black person did this routine, they'd have been canceled. Sam Smith did this, and he got away with it. He got away with it. You know what I'm saying? Wilding out on national television. Yeah, DMX did it as well. A lot of people did that washing in it. This who they praise right here. Let me show you who they praise. Bam. This is what they praise right here. This is what it's all about. I'm gonna leave y'all with this because I gotta head back out. That's what they all praise. But look, had a quick little episode. Glad we was able to get the afternoon show done. Make sure y'all always show the support, hitting the like button, sharing, telling somebody about me. All works. We're gonna try to keep it going. I probably could do an afternoon show tomorrow or live tonight. Let me know if y'all want to live tonight, man. I'm gonna put a post up. Let me know if y'all want to live tonight. I don't know what we're gonna talk about. I have no idea. You know what I'm saying? But let me know what you want to do. It's a boy named McClain, Durant McClain TV. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be